To clear something up. There's
Yes.
a lot of talk going on with Chris Brown being at your place in Miami, and you arranging Chris and Rihanna getting back together.
You see Diddy, you see Suge Knight, and then a lot of their cohorts down there, but Tupac and Biggie at the top.
You won't believe the bombshells dropping about seeing Diddy Combs. The music mogul, who once seemed untouchable, is now at the center of a whirlwind of shocking allegations that could crumble his billion-dollar empire. From shady dealings and sinister secrets to scandalous trafficking investigations, the tea is piping hot. Homeland Security raided his lavish homes in Miami and LA, leaving Diddy looking dazed and desperate.
The Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Rumors are swirling about his possible connection to Biggie Smalls' tragic demise, exploitation of artists, and some seriously disturbing rituals. With former insiders coming forward and old scandals resurfacing, Diddy's glittering facade might finally be cracking. Stick around as we dive into the jaw, dropping accusations that could bring one of music's biggest players to his knees.
This is the end of the Diddy story as we know it.
In a shocking twist, explosive allegations against Diddy have surfaced, casting a shadow over his billion-dollar empire. Eyewitnesses have come forward claiming that on the night of Biggie Smalls' demise, Diddy was the target of a vendetta involving over 70 Bloods. These accusations are steeped in a history of rumors that suggest Diddy's involvement in Biggie's demise, raising the stakes even higher. Interestingly enough, this isn't the first time Diddy's name has been linked to controversy. Former associates, including rapper Mace, have accused him of exploitation and manipulation. Mace's allegations paint a picture of a mogul who used disturbing rituals to maintain control over his artists. "You ain't no architect. You just a guy who know how to market demise," Mace raps, suggesting that Diddy's empire was built on the backs of those he oppressed and exploited.
Stuff was like, I felt like I did more than I got credit for, more than I got paid for.
These allegations bring to light a broader pattern of abuse within the music industry. Rodney Lil Rod Jones' $30 million civil suit against Diddy is a testament to this, detailing a series of abuses, including inappropriate conduct and coercion. Jones claims that while living with Diddy, he was subjected to inappropriate advances, parties with underage women, and threats involving firearms.
This lawsuit is so long. It's so many things that, he's claiming Diddy did.
The picture he paints is one of a powerful figure who used his influence to silence and control those around him. As the story unfolds, one insider revealed that Diddy boasted about his powerful connections, making it clear that he felt untouchable. This sense of invincibility, however, is being challenged as more and more voices join the chorus of accusations against him. The disturbing nature of these claims has sent shockwaves through the industry, revealing a dark underbelly that has been hidden for far too long.
Claims that he was also told Combs' head of security, Fahim Muhammad, had the power to make people disappear.
Could it be that Diddy's empire was always built on such sinister foundations? Former bodyguard Gene Deal insists that Biggie's demise wasn't a drive-by shooting, as commonly believed, but a targeted attack by someone who had been lying in wait. This revelation adds another layer to the already complex narrative surrounding Diddy's rise to power and the tragic demise of one of his biggest stars. This leads us to the question, how deep does this conspiracy go? Mace's accusations about exploitation and manipulation are not just about financial disputes, but point to a systemic abuse of power. The rituals he describes are nothing short of shocking, involving physical and psychological domination that left artists in fear. These claims, combined with the lawsuit filed by Jones, paint a picture of a mogul who ruled through fear and coercion.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry.
In a chilling account, Jones describes how Diddy would brandish guns and boast about getting away with violent acts. This behavior, combined with the allegations of intoxicating party attendees and coercing individuals into intimate acts, suggests a pattern of behavior that is both predatory and deeply disturbing. Seeing will be seen. A dismissive comment from Combs Enterprises Chief of Staff Christina Koram encapsulates the culture of impunity that allowed such behavior to persist. What no one expected was the sheer volume of allegations that would surface once the floodgates were opened. The lawsuits filed against Diddy have exposed a side of the music industry that is often glossed over. These are not just isolated incidents, but part of a broader narrative of exploitation and abuse that has been allowed to fester for too long.
I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
As more former insiders come forward, the pressure on Diddy continues to mount. Valletta Wallace, Biggie's mother, has publicly condemned Diddy, expressing her desire to slap the daylights out of him. Her strong words highlight the betrayal felt by those who once trusted him. Her condemnation is echoed by others who have seen firsthand the impact of Diddy's actions. In another shocking revelation, Mace accused Diddy of using Biggie's demise as a marketing tool, further tarnishing his legacy. Go pay his mother what she really worth, Mace raps, accusing Diddy of profiting off tragedy while failing to support those left behind. This accusation strikes at the heart of Diddy's public persona, calling into question the integrity of his entire career.
I'll tell you something else. Not only should he have apologized to Cassie in that video, he should have apologized to all of the general public that he lied to.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, Diddy's legal troubles have not just been confined to recent years. Reports suggest that Biggie was preparing to leave Bad Boy Records just before his demise, further fueling speculation about Diddy's involvement. According to eyewitnesses, Biggie was unhappy with his financial arrangement and was seeking legal advice to break free from Diddy's control. As the gravity of these allegations sinks in, it becomes clear that this is not just about one man's downfall, but a reckoning for an industry that has allowed such behavior to persist. The lawsuits and accusations against Diddy are a wake-up call, revealing the extent of the abuse and manipulation that has been hidden behind the glitz and glamour of the music business.
Fee, who's a multimillionaire, decides to align himself with the Southside Crips. So now you got this whole gang shit that's going back and forth.
The unfolding drama leaves us with more questions than answers. How many more victims will come forward? What other dark secrets lie hidden within the industry? As the investigation continues, one thing is certain, the music industry will never be the same. The facade of untouchability that once surrounded Diddy is crumbling, revealing a much darker reality beneath. As the story unfolds, it's evident that the recent revelations from artists like Chris Brown and other industry insiders are adding layers of credibility to the troubling claims against Diddy. Chris Brown's recounting of Diddy's refusal to sign him, despite his talent, reflects a pattern of gatekeeping and manipulation within the industry. Brown's testimony aligns with accusations that Diddy has long used his position to exploit young talents, raising further questions about the mogul's true intentions and ethics. Interestingly enough, Chris Brown's reflections on his own struggles and the public's response to his past actions have sparked a significant debate. The resurfaced footage of Diddy allegedly assaulting Cassie in a hotel has drawn stark comparisons, with many fans pointing out the hypocrisy in how different figures in the industry are treated.
Combs is seen shoving, kicking, and dragging his then-girlfriend down the hallway. And now he's posted an apology.
This comparison is not just about individual actions, but highlights a broader issue of how systemic abuse and favoritism have shielded some while destroying others. As these new testimonies emerge, they corroborate the disturbing picture painted by Mace and others about Diddy's exploitation and manipulation tactics. Mace's description of Diddy as someone who markets demise and thrives on the suffering of others echoes in the stories shared by other artists. These accounts collectively point to a systematic exploitation deeply entrenched in Diddy's business practices, which have long gone unchecked due to his powerful connections.
Yeah. Puff would go out and party, and I would be in the studio writing the records, and then I'd just come back and say, he'll say this is his part or that is his part.
The impact of these revelations on Diddy's public image has been profound. His once unassailable persona is now under intense scrutiny, with each new allegation peeling back layers of his carefully crafted facade. The ongoing investigations and lawsuits, including Cassie's harrowing allegations of abuse, have opened the floodgates, leading to a barrage of accusations from various quarters. These legal battles are not just personal attacks, but represent a broader call for accountability in an industry that has long operated in the shadows. The ripple effects of these scandals are likely to be felt across the music industry. Artists associated with Diddy, and those who have been complicit in maintaining the status quo, are now facing their own reckonings. The industry is being forced to confront its darker side, as more victims feel empowered to come forward. This newfound courage among artists and insiders is a sign that the days of impunity might be numbered. In another shocking twist, the release of the video showing Diddy assaulting Cassie has brought renewed attention to his pattern of abusive behavior. This disturbing footage, which aligns with Cassie's detailed accusations, has further tarnished Diddy's reputation.
That video will follow him for the rest of his life. People will always remember that video.
His public apology, perceived by many as insincere and self-serving, has done little to mitigate the damage. Instead, it has fueled the narrative of a man who is only now facing consequences for decades of misconduct.
Like, I can't believe it. Like, that somebody would do that to somebody that they say they love.
Yeah.
Think about it, because she was on the floor, passed out. She looked lifeless, and he was kicking her.
Interestingly enough, the comparison between Diddy and Chris Brown extends beyond their personal actions to their impact on the industry. Chris Brown's candid discussions about the decline of R&B and the dominance of hip-hop underscore a shifting landscape in which traditional gatekeepers like Diddy might no longer hold sway. This transition, driven by new voices and changing public sentiments, could signal the end of an era for figures who have abused their power for too long.
Diddy's public reputation is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
As we look to the future, the unfolding drama surrounding Diddy leaves us with more questions than answers. How many more victims will come forward? What other dark secrets lie within the industry? The investigation continues, and with each new revelation, it becomes clear that the music industry will never be the same. The facade of untouchability that once surrounded Diddy is crumbling, revealing a much darker reality beneath. This saga is far from over, and the coming months will undoubtedly bring even more shocking developments to light. As we wrap up this deep dive into the bombshell revelations about Diddy Combs, the allegations have left us all questioning the true foundations of his billion-dollar empire. Do you think these accusations will permanently tarnish Diddy's legacy, or will he manage to rise above the scandal? And what impact do you believe this will have on the music industry as a whole? We want to hear your thoughts, so leave your comments below. Until next time, stay tuned and stay curious.